that my time code may not match the regular timestamp on the original uploaded video. And that's because I'm working inside a professional post-production timeline, a digital audio workstation, basically using simply time code, which in film that's displayed in hours, minutes, seconds, and frames. Film and TV timelines are completely different from timestamps that you see when you're watching regular videos or when you're watching a movie and you hit pause. So basically, the time code on the screen is there to identify the precise location within my working session, not to represent the elapsed timestamp displayed by the original video player. I hope that makes sense. For this first video, I'm sharing only approximately 37 seconds of the call. I originally intended to continue much further, but once I separated the dispatcher from the boat and started concentrating exclusively on the background dialogue, what I believed I was hearing became extremely difficult for me to process emotionally, and I needed to take a mental break. But I wanted to release this portion because some of the details that stood out most to me occurred very early in the call, like right at the top of the call. And so I'm gonna let the audio play. Read my transcription if you want to reference, but don't allow it to determine what you hear. I want you to listen first, listen again, compare it with the original recording, and then judge it with your own ears. I hope this breakdown helps. And my
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our village pump stopped working. We're thinking, can y'all please come? We have a membership. Shut the fuck up!
And we'll stop it right there before we listen to it again.
Isolation and other traditional processing methods. So what I did was I separated Vicky, the sea-tow dispatcher, from Warren and the audio originating from the boat so that I can concentrate more closely on what was happening behind and around Warren, pretty much on the boat. And I specifically chose not to rely on AI because aggressive AI enhancements and voice isolation tools can sometimes introduce artifacts and distort the speech or create ambiguity around the sounds that were originally present. And for something this serious, I wanted my processing to remain as conservative as possible. You'll also notice time code and dialogue written on the side of the screen and pop up during each segment. That dialogue represents what I personally hear as an audio engineer while processing and repeatedly reviewing these sections. I'm pretty much providing it as a listening reference, not as a declaration that my interpretation is the only possible interpretation. And that's important. I want you to listen for yourself, use headphones if you have them, listen closely, and decide with your own ears what you believe is being said. You can also return to the original unprocessed recording and compare directly with what you're hearing here.
All right, peace and blessings. Peace and blessing. All praise is due to the Most High, and as Ephesians 5:11 says, take no part in the works of darkness, rather expose them. So I commend my dear sister, our beautiful sister, Gianna Brantley. She's a audio engineer, and she was able to professionally dissect and break down and make the sea-tow call clear.
Hours before the teenager disappeared.
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our village pump stopped working. We're thinking.
Tonight, we're hearing more audio from the frantic call from the boat. Nolan Wells was supposed to have taken ashore to celebrate July 4th with friends on a remote barrier island off the Mississippi Gulf Coast.
And what do you want to do? Do you want to be towed back?
I want to get this boat unstanked and towed back, yes.
The caller told the dispatcher everyone aboard was unhurt and noted he and the passengers were young.
There's 0 adults on board. Nobody here is over the age of 21.
Documents obtained by ABC News show the boat set off for Horn Island just before 10 a.m. the morning of July 4th. Wells and his friends arrived at 11:14 a.m. For the next 5 hours, the boat was stationary until it left at 4:31 p.m. without Wells, moving at no more than 4 knots. Whatever problem the teens reported was resolved about an hour later at 5:25, when the vessel regained normal operation and begins accelerating at 30 to 35 knots. Friends said they did not abandon Wells. Rather, the Mississippi Department of Marine Resources reported his friend saying Wells, quote, was in the company of an unknown female and that he chose to remain at the island. As searchers began scanning the island and surrounding waters, this email obtained by ABC News shows the preliminary information they were given, describing Wells as a black male, 6'1", 180 pounds, wearing shorts only. The Marine Patrol listed his alcohol intake as heavy. The state's autopsy, including the results of toxicology tests, is pending.
As long as we continue to remember him, his light will continue to shine through us all. Know that we love you. We'll continue to fight for you.
Nolan Wells was laid to rest last week. A source told ABC News